What's going on, YouTube? Today I'm going to be addressing the Call of Duty World War II hate. There seems to be a lot of it, and it's kind of polluting the internet right now. If anybody still gives a shit about Call of Duty World War II, it seems like it's a little bit down. And that's why I'm going to be covering a lot of Battlefield 1 and a lot of Ghost Recon Wildlands. So stick around if you do like those games. And I'm also going to be picking up PUBG, because it did come out for the Xbox One. I have a PC, but I really don't like to play stuff on my PC. But anyway, so let's go ahead and let's get started. My name is Dom, and this is addressing Call of Duty World War II hate. Probably should put that right there. Okay, cool. I am not defending this game. But I've seen a ton of these videos going around, man. Call of Duty World War II sucks. Call of Duty, 10 things you hate about Call of Duty World War II. 10 things I dislike about Call of Duty World War II. What's wrong with Call of Duty World War II? I've been seeing this from basically a ton of YouTubers, and it's really getting on my nerves a little bit because I see a lot of these videos, and they are really not giving Call of Duty a fair shake. They're really saying a lot of stuff that is very, very subjective, just may not be true. And how it bothers me is because this may be turning off potential buyers, potential people who may like the game. It's turning them off, and they're getting kind of an unfair bias right there. So I thought, you know what? I'll make as little impact as as much impact as I can, no matter how little, and I'll try to address this. But anyway, so the biggest complaint I've been seeing about Call of Duty World War II right now is the maps. The maps are, everybody thinks the map sucks. I even did a video on why the maps suck. They have grown on me a little bit. They have a certain flow to them, I guess you could say. Once you learn it, it may be a little bit different from other Call of Duties, but once you learn that flow a little bit, you learn how to play them, you can actually be quite successful. You can have a lot of fun. Now, do I think these maps suck? There are some that do suck. I hate Gibraltar. Gibraltar fucking sucks. Gustav Cannon is just bad. Anything else? No, I really don't have a problem with USS Texas when your team is okay. When your team sucks on USS Texas, you can get camped so hard. You can get spawn traps so bad it's not even funny. Now, one of the bigger things I've been seeing about the maps too is that everyone's saying, "Oh, there's only nine maps, man." Call of Duty always releases with 12, but they do have 3 war maps. And as far as effort goes, the war maps are definitely a lot bigger, probably a lot harder to make than the typical multiplayer maps, which are usually a little bit smaller, unless you're dealing with Gustav Cannon. That thing's fucking gigantic. It reminds me of, well, it's not quite Stonehaven from Ghost, but it's getting there. But anyway, yeah, it takes probably a little bit more effort that they put into this game as far as maps go. I know people are mad, like, oh, where's our multiplayer maps? Well, they put in the same amount of effort. They did have an extra year development cycle. I don't know what that went into, but, we can cut them a little bit of slack on how many maps there are, considering that they did deliver 12. Well, actually, 13 if you consider Carentan. What I think the game suffers most in, and this is something I haven't heard anybody else address yet, but it's something that I think I've narrowed down, and I think this is why it bothers me so much, is character. I like the game, man. I like it simply because it's boots on the ground. I'm going to get that right out of the way. I like it simply because it's boots on the ground, but it lacks character. When you think of any other game, man, you see a map from a certain game. Let's say even Infinite Warfare had character, man. You see a map from that game, you can recognize it. You see a gun from that game, you can recognize it. You see a gun from Black Ops 3, you see a map from Black Ops 3, you see Nuketown. You even look at Nuketown, you can tell the differences between each fucking Nuketown. From across all 3 games, you can tell exactly which one came from. Even Modern Warfare 2 had character, COD 4 had character. Even Ghosts had fucking character. That character wasn't good, but it still had character. It's something to remember it, and I think that's why it's getting a lot of love now. I went into GameStop. The game's like running more than Infinite Warfare. I thought it's a little bit more expensive than Infinite Warfare because Ghosts had character. Even though it wasn't great character, people still enjoyed it because they had something that they could only get from that game. And that's exactly what character is, whether it be the map design. I love Black Ops 3 because of the colorful ass maps. I didn't like Infinite Warfare, but I thought the maps were kind of cool, and I thought the gun design was really cool. I remember the NV4 was an awesome gun. I liked the reticles on that as well. I liked the camos. I liked the way it looked a little bit different. I love Black Ops 2 because of the futuristic setting and the way the certain guns stood out, and also the creative class menu. Just looking at the menu was way different. I love Black Ops 1 because of how many guns it brought, because of because of that creative class menu, because of the character that it had, right? And in this game, you do not have character. Or at least character that's memorable. When I'm playing this game, if you were to show me this game a year ago, I couldn't tell you if this was Call of Duty, if this was a Medal of Honor remake, or for some other game that we haven't even heard of yet. And that's bad. I think a year before Black Ops 3 came out, I could look at that fucking main menu and I could be like, that's a fucking Treyarch game, man. That is Call of Duty right there. Even though it didn't represent boots on the ground, it didn't represent what what the franchise was known for, the golden age of the franchise, it still had something to remember it. You don't have anything to remember this game by, man. I don't look forward to the maps, the creator class. There's not a lot of options, man. Why the fuck do they have divisions? They took away our fucking perks, gave us basic training and divisions. I can't get a suppressor on my fucking sniper rifle. I can't get a suppressor on my assault rifle. I can't get a suppressor on LMG. No matter how stupid it is, I want a fucking suppressor, and I do want that option. And this pisses me off more than anything. Where the fuck is fast mags? Where is it? It's not in here. I am so mad about that. It may seem like such a small thing, but where is it? It's not in here. You know, in fucking Black Ops 1, I'm pretty sure fast mags was one magazine and it had a duct tape magazine on the other side of it. You could do that shit in World War II. It may not be realistic. Maybe it wasn't used much, but you could definitely tape a fucking magazine together. Okay, or wrap it up or something, just so you have fast mags in this goddamn game. Why can you only get one lethal or one tactical? Why? Why can't you get two tacticals, two lethals? Why can't you get danger close? Or I forget the other one. Why can't you get danger close and get extra grenades? Why can't you get extra tacticals? You don't have that option. Why can't you get one of each in a basic fucking loadout? You can't. That pisses me off. Whew. They got rid of our perks. They totally limited our fucking options here. I'm so mad at the customization. That's the biggest thing, is the customization. You cannot customize nearly as much as you can from even, what's a really good example? Let's just go Black Ops 1. When did that game come out? 6-7 years ago? You have more customization in that fucking Xbox 360 PS3 game than you do in this game. Where did they make up for it? They took away all of this stuff from us. Where are they making up for it? Nowhere. The maps are bland, poorly designed. They don't have as many guns as they've had in other Call of Duties. They don't have as many attachments. They don't have as many perks. They limit our options as far as what we can equip on certain weapons. Where the fuck is the customization? Now, Airborne. I think this would be a good idea with divisions. You should be able to level them up once you get like Prestige 3 or something on a fucking division. Oh, like you Prestige 4 Airborne. Now you can put a suppressor on any gun. Now you can put a bayonet on any gun. At least give you something to work for. I don't feel like there's anything to work for. I'm not even Prestige 2 yet. I'm almost Prestige 2. I feel like I have nothing left to work for. I don't give a goddamn about diamond camos. I stopped fucking caring about diamond camos 3 years ago. Who the fuck cares? Okay. That aside, I like the game. I enjoy it just simply because it's boots on the ground. I'm going to be going to Black Ops 3 and I'm going to be switching to other things as well. PUBG, Ghost Recon Wildlands, and Battlefield 1. That's where I'm going to be sticking. That's where I'm going to be, placing most of my time now. This turned into a little bit more of a rant than I wanted it to be. But my opinion has changed about the game a little bit. The weapon balancing is also awful, and so are the connection issues, man. The Wafa 28 or whatever, that gun is so overpowered. In my opinion, that is the best gun in the game. It's I'm not sure it's overpowered, but it's definitely the best gun in the game. It's kind of going under the radar. Everybody's talking about the bar. Everyone's talking about the STG-44. Now, the M1 Garand is a fucking monster. And the PPSH. Where is the WAF, man? That thing is so fucking good. It's like the best, and I hardly ever see anybody using it online. But anyway, thank you guys for watching the video. If you did enjoy it, please leave me a like. Also, please leave a comment. What are your thoughts about the game? This is addressing some hate. I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to be open and honest with people, so that if you are thinking about buying the game, you can come in, you can get kind of an honest look at it, so that you can make an informed decision. Because I want the game to last. I'm really looking forward to the DLCs, more weapons that they bring, updates in the future. I'm going to be playing this game all year. Just not something I'm going to be playing as much. I'm not going to allocate my time too much to it anymore. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.